Today's episode is sponsored by...
Hi, I'm DLC, the host and creator of the Lions Club. You already know, if it ain't a vibe, we ain't going live. I'm an up-and-coming comedian and entrepreneur who is looking to build my brand and connect with others. I created this platform to work with a diverse group of individuals, such as artists, business owners, comedians, and anybody else from other aspects of life. Check out the Lions Club on all platforms. And remember, be a lion, not a hyena.
Let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? This is the Cosplay Poet, and today I have special guest Louis Conphliction DeAndrew Petty, and my guest co-host Rod T back with me. Hey. And this is the Some Things Must Be Heard podcast. So y'all know we're gonna jump straight into it with two truths and a lie. All right, Louis, give us yours.
I was classically trained for singing. I was the chair of student government in college, and I opened up for a music soul child in LA.
The lie is musically trained. Singer.
Between that one and the music soul child.
No, I was gonna say the music soul child.
I believe both of them could be good.
Wait. I am classically trained.
Shit.
I did that in high school with artists in training with the Opera Theater of St. Louis, so I do have some general knowledge, but basic as hell.
Dope.
Of how to round the tone and hit that vibrato.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what you're doing around a group of singers.
Yeah, I was the chair of student government in college, and
I believe
that. I fully believe.
The music was a lie because I wasn't. I didn't open for him. I was a headliner on that show. So.
Okay.
All right, way to start on.
That's how we do that a little bit.
Not only was I minimized myself into
I didn't open.
I'm trying to pick up a lot.
headline.
I did that shit.
Yes,
Headline.
The fuck I did.
I was there.
Okay.
All right, DeAndrew.
I was in the Army. I'm from Chicago. And my favorite food is pizza.
You ain't from Chicago, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You gotta let everybody else get
Damn.
You
My
ain't-
bad.
you ain't-
It's cool though.
I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
I knew you wasn't from Chicago, motherfucker.
You don't know that, nigga?
And where you from? You from here?
From
Yes.
the city.
You said it.
Yes, he from
Okay,
here.
yeah, okay.
I grew up in the GO. I know he wasn't from the GO. Y'all already got y'all. Don't even worry about it.
All right, come on, Rod T.
Alright, so
Right. Two
lies.
truths and a lie. No, don't even.
two truths and a lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take your glasses
Right.
off.
Okay. Let's see the limitations. Statute. So
Did you hear the last one? Did you hear?
No.
Damn, it's hard to think of two. I like two lies and the truth.
No, two
No,
truths.
no.
and a lie.
That was like,
Okay.
I bet it multiplies these. I'm like, what?
Okay. I was arrested. Okay, so I was arrested in Memphis, Tennessee, on what's that street they got? It ain't Bill, is it?
Bill
Yeah,
Street.
Bill Street.
Yeah, Bill Street.
I be getting that confused with Louisiana.
The French Quarter.
French Quarter, and they
Yeah.
got a street called.
I got you.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got arrested in Memphis, in Stolo, with a bunch of my friends.
Okay, one.
The second one, so I was, I ain't never have to do my homework in high school.
Okay.
And Marvin Davis got me into comedy.
All right.
Shit. I did. All truths.
Okay.
Alright, I'm not good at this game. Let's go.
I told you had to do it.
Yeah, man, because I like two lies in the truth.
I know that's why you had to that's why you had to do it.
I was hard to think of a
I'm
lie.
short circuiting now.
Because it was hard to think of a lie.
On purpose.
Alright, so y'all.
That shit's second nature.
It's cool. We're just.
I did all truths. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Everything was true.
Well, they fucked that up, but that's all.
Let's do mine. 2 truths and a lie. I was in a speech league when I was in the 3rd grade. I was in honors art. I was in the French club as well.
The French club is a lie.
The speech league was a lie.
No, honors art is a lie.
French club. I did used to draw. I was very good at that.
So the French club is a
The
lie.
French club was. She said,
Yeah,
"We miss you."
Yeah.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
Soft with blue.
That's what kind of fucking me up because it's like 2 truths and a lie. You think of 2 truths right away, and then you gotta think of a lie. So it's like.
Well, think of the lie first.
You are putting way too much strategy into this.
Yeah.
it's like you know you're lying. He's like, I like 2 lies in the
Right.
truth, damn it. Got me fucked up. Don't ask me no questions.
No, because it's easier to lie than.
I don't want to play your game, man.
No, it's easier to tell a lie
You gotta
than
give
to
2
think of like
truths.
what truth you want to tell
I gotta
people.
give 2
I don't want
truths
people to know a lot about it.
Exactly. That's what.
So let's do 2 lies and the truth.
No.
That's
Okay.
It ain't my shit.
That's not how the game works.
See, next time we're gonna do 2 lies and the truth. So my next guest is gonna be 2 lies and the truth. Just be prepared for this. We're gonna try something different. We're gonna shake it up.
Gentrified this lady whole game.
It's
No, it's gonna be
all
some
good.
asshole like, no, I want to do 2 truths and a lie
That's okay.
on the show. Why?
That's how it's gonna be because that's the game, bro. Y'all are changing the game that existed for hellas.
I totally play.
I don't even like that. I want a lot more.
Right.
That don't even sound logical to me. 2 truths and 1 lie? No, I need 2 lies and 1 truth. Got me fucked up. I'm supposed to mislead them, baby. Let me do me. It's all right. Y'all just don't understand.
Let me play my game.
Let me tell you a truth right now. I really enjoy this moment. See, I was lying. Did you catch
Yeah. We gotta play this episode back and back and back. Okay.
it?
Okay, so today we talking hosting. What made y'all get into hosting? Everybody sitting right here has hosted at some point in time. What made y'all jump into that? Come on, Petty.
I just wanted to try something new. Honestly, I wanted because I felt like hosting was how to help me develop my stage presence and comedy and help me get better. So that's something I wanted to do.
Okay. What about you, Louis?
I got into hosting. My mentor in college, MK Stallings.
Okay.
I was at UNSL, and MK asked me if I wanted to host an event for him, and it turned out to be spoken word group, like one of the longest running poetry open mics like in the country at that time. And I just jumped into like hella big shoes. I did not know what was going on. He was just like kind of like my kind of like a father figure. He was my mentor in college. You know what I'm saying? So he was just like, big bro. He's like, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah. So I get there and they like, and everybody was just like, who is this young, who is this young fella? And so I started there doing that weekly, and I was 21, so that was about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yep. And the rest is history.
Right. Because you probably hosted so many things since then.
I try to keep a weekly around You know, I try to keep it weekly because that's just something that's how I started. And like even when I was traveling nationally, like no matter where I was in the country, I always make sure that I was back for the weekly because that consistency is something. Like, and people really be needing that to like really start to tap into their art and be able to do that past the times when you know they don't feel good, they don't feel like it. You know, you got to give people like a lot of space to tap in when they want to. So I always try to keep a weekly under the belt because that is what provides the platform, you know, for the dope art and expression.
I understand that, completely agree.
Type shit.
And I meant to say this. So today I am a tennis player. Wow. So this hat that I'm wearing was knitted by Shay Brown, and it is for her brand Furious Styles. So definitely tap in. I'll have a picture of this at the end of the show.
Shout out.
Furious Styles,
Right.
Furious Styles, Furious Styles.
It's like wearing birds but not furious.
Type shit.
Right.
Okay, so what is the wildest thing?
Hold on, I ain't
Wait.
get my host.
Oh shit. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm a guest. I don't even. God
You know,
damn.
any questions? Okay, let's go. Let's go.
So anyway, you know, they used to make us like it was forced like so like in order to work comedy clubs you have to host, like you got to host for a while and then they let you get like 10 and then they let you get like feature and then you're working with the headliner. So it's like I don't know about like now they don't really make them, but it's like all comics need to host.
Yeah.
Because they like literally forced us in clubs to host. Like it was like the worst thing for me because I felt like I like to keep going. Like I don't like to like have to do this 10 and then like, but it's like something you just gotta get used to in comedy. But it's like a necessity to host.
So it kind of like how Petty was saying, giving you that stage presence, and making you, you know, kind of face yourself in that way.
Yeah.
I think, I probably like hosted different parties and stuff coming up. Like, I think we've all probably done that, but I had to host a party as a fundraiser. I was working on a movie production team, and it was Halloween, and we were trying to raise funds for something we was doing for the production, and we needed a host. We had somebody on the team that was a DJ, so he was doing that, and I'm like, I'll do it, you know, and jumped in right into it. And I had fun. I had a lot of fun, really just me bouncing off the DJ, you know what I'm saying? Just picking up the vibes from everybody walking around. I didn't think I would have that much fun doing it, but I did really enjoy it. And I like hosting this show, so hey.
Yeah.
I like that. I like to get to sit down with new people and, you know, get to know their story. You get to see people differently when you do it like this. So, yeah, okay. So now, what's the wildest thing y'all have experienced hosting?
Who first?
I tell you, like one of the wildest things that I experienced. I was at a show in Orlando, if I'm not mistaken, and at this time I was always doing sauce. I was always doing sauce. So I had the audience saucing with me, like you know, every time something cool happened, I'm like sauce. So then through my set, the audience started getting to it, and there was a blind man there was a blind man up front, and he wanted to sauce. He like, I can't see what y'all doing. I don't know what y'all doing. So I explained to him, like, hold your arm out in a 90-degree angle with your hand down by your waist. And I'm like, now put your fist together, and now you just circle your wrist in 360 degrees. And he was there, and like when he sauced, the entire audience just
They
went
lost
nuts.
it, I bet.
And he went like, everybody was just like so overjoyed. Yeah, just like by that moment of like him saucing. And even when I left, when it was time, when the show was over and everybody was gone, and he was still out front politicking, he was like, hey, Louis, and he hit me with the sauce. I was like, hey, that was dope.
Yeah, that is dope. That's what's up. What about you?
I've never really experienced anything wild, but I have seen, I guess a lie that someone told about why they couldn't make the show. I guess I'll say this is the wildest. Like a female comedian, you know, I'm not gonna say her name out here, you know, but I had booked her for a show. And like when I asked her like where she was, she said I got my kids, so I can't make it. But then I look at her story, she talking about carefree. What's the word? I'm thinking to myself, this stupid bitch here.
Yeah.
My wildest thing, so much shit. So we was, you ever heard of the stadium on the south side? Like, so we was at the stadium, man, and it was me and Kenny Kynes. Like, and it was like back in the day. So they had us do a show there. And first of all, you know how big the stadium is, right? It's like a huge place. They put it in the middle of the skating rink, and then they had this curtain up, like on 2 sticks, like, and they insisted that we go behind the curtain and come through the curtains. And I'm like, they can see us. Like, there's nothing blocking us from, like, we're standing right here. We literally have to go behind it to go up in it. Pause. Like, but it was like, and me and Kenny Kynes, like, Joan, like, the entire time, like, shitted on the stadium, the production. Like, sometimes we even laugh about this to the day when I see them, like, I'm talking about destroyed the stadium. They, like, never booked us again. Like, like, I don't think comedy shows ever got through there again. Like, we destroyed it. Like, we was, like, talking about the old banners up from the 70s. Like, look how dusty these motherfuckers is. Like, did nobody clean them? Like, you don't even care about your championships in the stadium. You think I'm supposed to give a fuck about this place?
Oh, man.
It was that type of time.
Straight. Set that shit on fire.
That type of time. Yeah, it was a little wild. Oh, and I saw a comic get beat up. And I hosted it. Yeah, beat the fuck up. Yeah, I don't know who y'all.
I don't know nothing about that.
I ain't gonna say their name. I ain't trying to cause no internet smoke.
Alright. Well, I guess my wild moment, I wasn't even hosting y'all, but this is something that happened to me recently. I was doing, y'all know I had this black man poem that I do where I celebrate y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a black man in the audience, and he stood up and was like, I can't listen to this no more. I'm voting for Trump. And was like trying to walk out. I'm so for real.
Basically, fuck the black man. I'm voting for Trump. Like,
so
That
like,
is crazy.
I just walked right in front of his face and kept doing the poem. But, oh, this is time. I'll get up there in just a second time.
that's gotta be wild.
It was crazy.
I can't sit here and just listen to this shit.
That sounds like a Chappelle skit.
It do, don't it?
I can't listen to this no more.
We're not live. I'm pausing.
I'm
so I
voting
can
for
get
Trump.
I can't listen to this book. If you said you're black, right? Kamala.
All right, so
Kamala. You said you're black, right? Can
this is gonna be so random when they see this compared to what we just talked about. But yeah, so before that, this guy was rapping. The guy got up, went up on stage while he was rapping, dropped to the ground, and started just like doing like this across the room.
Damn.
So I expected maybe he was gonna do something random, but I didn't expect him to say that. It just threw me off. It's like,
Oh,
yeah.
so he was already out here
Yeah.
wilding out.
He was already
Yeah.
tweaking.
Geeked up, bro.
Yeah.
But I voted for Trump. I didn't expect that.
Nobody
Like,
asked him.
yeah, it was
I
just
don't wanna
like
hear this shit.
Right.
I'm voting for Trump.
Right. I want to hear this positive black man
He's like,
shit. I'm voting for Trump.
no, I gotta go. I'm like, damn. All right.
Don't go.
Right. That was his inner thoughts fighting. He said it out loud.
Trump. Like, y'all remember when he got shot at?
How many times?
Like, why that man when he why the first time? Why when he got him? Why did he throw out the Black Power sign? Like,
I don't think that was the black power sign. That was just like, you know how white dudes be like rocking out. Like,
They do that for everything.
for everything. That's like the rocking out sign. Like,
Come on!
yeah! You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. I didn't think Trump was like black power. I thought he was like, yeah!
That's That's that tone right
That's
there.
what I got out of it. I ain't get Black Power. Like it wasn't firm enough. It's like if it's Black Power, you stick it there for a minute. You gotta lean your head like they did in '68. Like
Shut up.
damn phone.
Hey, that come on is like that's like the proper hillbilly who we.
Yeah.
You hear that shit, nah.
Bro, it works. It works in any setting.
Oh,
whether
man.
they happy or sad. Come on. They do that.
Nah.
That's funny.
Hey, you know
You
what
want a
I was
piece of
thinking
me,
about the
buddy?
other day? Whatever happened to? Remember when you used to be riding in? This might be too old, young for y'all. Yonkle and shit.
I said he looked like a young.
Hey, that's
My
Louis
young
shit.
uncle. This is my young uncle. This is my young uncle right here.
Yonkle Slam. But look, remember when people used to be like
Yep.
they don't do that no more.
No, it's a lot of
Like
shit.
that's like a gone thing. Like
Probably too much effort. You know, people don't want to put effort in shit.
they used to do that in the car. You cut them off like if they ain't.
Yeah, they
They're
would
like,
mother.
Got another good one.
So you gonna really do all that instead
All
of
that. It says it's flicking the person off, but that's to let them, like they physically mad.
You remember when mob people used to do this?
Yeah.
Yelled under the chair?
Yeah.
That was like the classic fuck you.
Yeah.
I ain't tone off screen.
They did.
God damn, man, this nigga off screen.
Right.
Nobody can
Tone,
see
y'all.
Tone. Tone said when people be like, when the mob used to be like, get rid.
Right.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back on topic.
Right. Back on topic. All right. So what are some challenges that you face though? Something that you overcome with hosting?
For me, just not being me all the time. Cause I'm like an asshole. So it's like sometimes I try to work the crowd a different way in order so that all the time they won't get like, cause people get an impression of you that's not necessarily you, but they see you certain ways. So for me to try to be sometimes nicer
Okay.
to the crowd.
So she be lying.
Too loud?
I don't be lying. I just
No.
tell them the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Petty.
I say learning how to like interact the audience. You know, that's one thing. As a host, I feel like the host is like the tone setter. So you gotta learn how to like interact with your audience, your comedians. Like you're in control. You know, it's like it's your show.
Yeah. Okay.
Change the energy of the room at a drop of a hat, and also wielding the energy of the room when you don't feel good personally. That sometimes it's very difficult to get past whatever personal thing is going on in your life, whether it's a relationship breakup or a fucking stomach ache. You know what I mean? It's difficult, but when you get on the stage and you are the host, it is your job to like transcend whatever's going on in not only your life but anybody else's life in that fucking room and put that level at a certain spot.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes that's really difficult, especially when you don't feel like it. Like just when you don't feel like it, to flip that switch and to come in and really do your job. And because one of the things that hosts have to do is feel the crowd. So if you're already feeling isolated, shut down, like I don't give a fuck about none of this, don't even want to be here, it's hard to make yourself vulnerable again to feel the crowd. And not only just show them how they should interact, but also like lead in that and learn from them. Because jokes don't always hit the same way, poems don't always hit the same way. You might have said things 100 times, but if you're in a different crowd, then it's going to hit different if you don't know how to feel them. You know what I'm saying? You might be in a room with some dry humor. Right. You know what I'm saying? So your slapstick shit really ain't going the way that it's supposed to be. You might be in a room of some people that is coming from a damn funeral. So your poem about death probably shouldn't be the time. This ain't the time that you're supposed to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? but it is difficult to step outside of yourself and do that when you don't feel good.
Yeah.
So I would say that's like pretty difficult.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think just being a performer, period, you got to be able to read the room, and you have to be able to do what you need to, regardless of how you're feeling in that moment. A lot of that stuff is transactional.
Yeah.
And it's not about how you're feeling at that time. A lot of it is a feature performance I'm getting paid for, or, you know, it's something to that degree. Or if it is an open mic, it's I'm trying this new material out for this, you know, feature performance that I'm getting ready to do. So I'm here for a purpose, and I'm not here for blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I think being a performer, period, you definitely got to be able to put certain things aside when you step into a space to hit a stage. You must. Or you must stay home. Right. Pretty much.
Right. Yeah, I'm not one to stay home often. I don't know if I've actually ever like canceled something because I felt like I couldn't do it. But
no.
that also doesn't mean that I haven't fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely had shows where even though I did a good job on the stage, the way that I handled motherfuckers off the stage was a little different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even the public eye there, they saw they got a good show. You know what I'm saying? However, you know, sometimes I be on niggas' ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like those type of things where it's like, oh, you gotta. That's one of the things of being the host. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out the temperament of how to deal with every individual in that room.
Yes.
And that's something different because you have to figure out the temperament. You can't say that same hi to some people. Some people love your big energy. And you like, hey, what up? And they like, hey, what up? You know what I'm saying? Some people will literally shut down like this nigga is overwhelming me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just being being viable, being able to figure that out and actually pay attention to people, which is also something very difficult for us to do as entertainers because we on a bunch of different stages, meeting a bunch of different people. So it's really difficult to like actually pay attention to everybody you meet and like try to retain a piece of that energy. You know what I'm saying? So like, it'd be like, and I have big problems with that because I've been hosting weekly events for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm meeting new people every week, no matter what. That's not even including the other shows. So it's like, your name. Like, I remember some crazy shit about you. You know what I'm saying? I remember you got your ear pierced last week, but I can't tell you your damn name.
Right. I'm going to give you this book of name tags when you meet a new person. Like, here go your name tag. Next time I see you.
No, I ain't gonna I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that because my tarted ass would mispronounce the name or something.
Damn.
What's your name? Tomorrow? No, it's Tamara. Like, goddamn. You put on that name tag for nothing.
This has always been hard for me to retain a bunch of like names. I can retain faces, but names are crazy.
I'm usually ashamed of myself when it comes down to like just straight names.
Me too.
I'm
like, man, sometimes I won't even. I'm like,
especially when they try to make you feel bad for it.
No, when
if you've met a person a couple times, you should.
I
know their name.
I always feel bad. Like nobody makes me feel bad. I always feel bad. Like
natural.
And they be like, what up, bro? Like,
yeah.
How you doing, sis?
Sis, yeah. You got siblings all of a sudden.
Right, you hear me be on the tip of your tongue. I know you're.
That's insane. That is insane.
All right. What advice do y'all have for anybody following in your footsteps in hosting?
Well, I would say if you are serious about hosting, and I guess for comics in particular, like definitely hit clubs, and start your own open mic, because the reason why I say clubs is because you kind of learn professionalism. It's like a way a club works, and once you get that rhythm, then you'll start to be able to move up like you actually want to. But also so you can keep yourself, because clubs can change you. Like working on the road all the time, meeting different comics, meeting different entertainers, it can really like unconsciously influence you. And it's like, but if you have your own mic and everybody know you and they know like how you do, your people tell you like, bro, you starting to be like weird, dog. Like I know how you is, and we done seen how this place rock, you know what I'm saying? And people kind of get back to you, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, just do both sides, but definitely start doing open mics. Comics be scared nobody gonna come. Like, and it's like, if you fear that nobody's gonna come to your open mic, like, how you gonna hit the road? How you gonna reach out to people? How you gonna like expand yourself? Like, you're just gonna be a person that's booked. And if you are booked, one day you're not gonna be booked. And then you ain't gonna have nothing to fall back on. So it's like, always start you an open mic. And that's my advice.
Okay.
Work on my advice would be keep the show going. You know, a lot of comedians, you know, their hosts, you know, they take too much time like telling jokes in between introducing the next comic. That's not your job to do that. You are the host. You know, you gotta keep the ball rolling. Don't make it. It ain't about you. It's about the comedians that are featured. You know, you the host.
Okay.
That's why I work clubs. You learn professionalism. Those are people that don't work clubs, ain't worked no clubs, so they feel like they can take this time to destroy your show. Like, you cut the light on them people, cut the mic off, make the DJ cut the song on. That's how you stop people from doing that.
Okay.
I would say my advice would be, don't be afraid to be yourself. There's been so many times where I wasn't having the best day or something was going on, and I utilized that as a talking point with my audience, and they understood me perfectly. You know what I mean? It didn't come off as weak or as unhinged or any of those things. They understood that we all just humans with like everyday struggles.
Relatable.
And that shit became, you know, you turn that into a laugh. You turn that into some real connection. You turn that into, you know, whatever you want to turn it into. But don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be. I won't say. I don't want to use the word transparent. Because I feel like that's too far. I don't want to use the word vulnerable because that seems too far. I would say available. Make yourself available to your audience. And if you make yourself available to them, they'll make themselves available to you.
Okay, let me tell y'all, hold on, let's put a pin in that word. Because now I'm gonna use it differently when I'm talking to people. I'm gonna make myself I already only make myself so available to so many. But somebody said the other day, I forgot what I was doing, and this guy said, yeah, I need my supporters. And I thought, ooh, I'm gonna use that word differently now. So now I got me 2 new words, that's all. I'm just happy about that. Available and supporters, I'm gonna use differently.
Right, no fans, supporters.
Yeah, I always say supporters because fans sound like somebody groupie chasing after you or something. Like my fan.
I've never used
I've
the word
never
fan.
used it.
I was saying subscribers because my OnlyFans, but you know. I do the creative side, not the porn side, but
Just
yeah,
feet.
no.
No, I'm just playing.
What's your
What's
your OnlyFans? Why all the dudes looking to the left? All the dudes is like.
That's right.
I'm just.
Tap in.
You like.
Serious.
Tap in, you know. And you can wash your hands if you want or not, because you're at home. You can't touch me.
Wash your hands. Still wash your hands.
Yeah.
Nasties.
So what y'all got coming up?
So I'm
Any
starting the
features?
OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
It's
Okay.
gonna be feature armpits.
Oh.
I'm just gonna show like my armpits all the time, like with and without deodorant. For you freaks out there.
Tap in.
I got some shows coming up in November. I like stop doing comedy like around November, but I have made some promises that I must oblige to, and you know.
You look retire from comedy like every month or so. Like, what's up?
It's not that. It's just like I do it when I want to because people
wanna...
don't have the money that it costs for you. So like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna keep on coming out for $50 and check. Like, you want me to do like 25, 30 minutes. Like, come on, man. I do it for free for 5 minutes if you just say, come out and do the show. But don't be like $50 insulting. Like, but people do it. So that's why it's offered. So, but it is what it is. I'm be at the arcade building on the rooftop. Look at, I don't know.
Follow him.
Rob T on Facebook and Rob T _314 on Instagram. And shutthefuckinglab.com. You can see all of my shows coming up.
There we go.
I have a major out of town show coming in New Orleans on November 1st called the St. Louisiana Comedy Jam.
Okay.
All right.
And I have a big show being booked for February 9th. You know, the details are still being worked out, but I will be one of the featured comedians on that show.
Okay. All right, that's what's up.
Thank you.
You can catch me every last Sunday at the Drink House. For Bars at the Bar, it's going to be $50 to the best performance of the night. It's free. Doors open at 8. It's free until 9:05. After 9 o'clock, it's $5. You can follow me at LouCon3 on Instagram, Louis Conphliction on Facebook. That's LouisConphliction. I know it's difficult, but rock with me. You can figure out anything else that's going on with me. I will be hosting the freshman class hip hop show at the Red Flag November 9th, if I'm not mistaken. That is going to be a phenomenal event. So many dope hip hop artists, and I would have the opportunity to be a part of the committee to help select the new sound of St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? So if I need something to do, that would be also something really cool for y'all to come out to. You want to check out, hop on one of my pages and see these young spitters, because they got bars on top of bars. There's some killers out there, yo.
All right. Well, that's what's up. So before I close out, everybody has been asking me about Halloween parties. I know I'm cosplay. I am not hosting a Halloween party this year. I really just want to go to one, maybe two. So I'm gonna real quick let you guys know about the Halloween parties that I know about. If you guys have something that you know about it that you're going to or hosting, feel free to speak on it. But the Gateway Blurs is partnering up with Truag. They're having a Monsters Ball that is October 25th. That is, I believe, this Friday. It's from 9 to 1 a.m. Costume contest, $200 prize. I will be entering that. And let's see. Follow Gateway Blurs on Instagram to get the link. I believe it's on Eventbrite. Also, St. Lunatic Slowdown is hosting Beautiful Nightmare at Lumen STL. It was hosted by Kiwan. That is flower friendly. You can go on Eventbrite for that one as well. It's also October 25th. That's from 8 to 12. And then on the 31st, I see that there is a Halloween party at Sophie's. They also have a costume contest, and that is by Fluid. I see Fluid's on here.
Yeah, Fluid Maven.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the Halloween parties that I know about. So if you know about some other ones, feel free to comment, post on my page. But if you're asking me, those are the ones that I know about. I completely appreciate you guys coming out tonight. You know, nothing but love for y'all.
I remember that date, that freshman class, October 26th. October 26th at the Red Flag.
Tap in, y'all. So make sure y'all follow. Did y'all give all y'all social medias?
Yeah.
DeAndrew Petty on all socials.
Okay. And you gave yours, Louis?
Yeah, Louis Conphliction, LouCon3.
Yep. So make sure you guys tap in. All right. Well, this has been the Some Things Must Be Heard podcast. Catch us back in 2 weeks. We out. All right.
Furious styles for your crocheted essentials. Payment due upon order for your one-of-a-kind handcrafted design. We now have merch. Check us out at the Cosplay Poets store at printify.com.